Welcome to another insightful episode of Insights, your go-to podcast for profound explorations into the spiritual dimensions of life. Today, we're diving into some deep waters with our focus on the writings of the last generation, specifically Part 1, Section 11, entitled, Indeed, It is the Absolute Truth. Intriguing title, right? So let's crack it open and delve into the profound wisdom Kabbalah has to offer us. So, let's start by addressing a fundamental question. What does, according to one's needs and according to one's religion, mean in this context? Now, you might hear the term religion and think of organized practices, rituals, and doctrines. But, in Kabbalistic terms, religion means something quite different. It signifies the ability to bestow, essentially to give selflessly. Therefore, according to one's needs and according to one's religion, means we must bestow upon each other based on what each of us truly needs. And through this mutual bestowal, we aim to reach our ultimate goal, Dvekut, or adherence to one another and ultimately to the Creator. You know, it's fascinating how this noble idea can challenge our modern norms. We romanticized the notion of a kibbutz, or communal living, when we started Bnei Baruch. The kibbutz represents the idea of collective living, where everyone shares everything equally. However, as our beloved teacher, Rav, recounts, it didn't quite fit our framework. It's almost like an invisible hand, that of upper providence, steering us away from it. Why was it actually beneficial for us that it didn't happen? Imagine this, standing at the edge of a cliff, ready to jump into what seems like clear waters, only for a gust of wind to push you back. Later, you realize that the waters below were full of jagged rocks. Rav sees it as divine protection. Today, as we reflect, it's crystal clear that we were shielded from a mismatch between our idealistic desires and the practical realities of collective living. He often says, if it weren't for that divine intervention, who knows where we'd be now. But should we dust off those communal aspirations and give it another shot? Maybe try to bridge those gaps we previously overlooked? The reality is a bit somber. Rav explains that today's society is not ready to accept or even understand our spiritual goals. Society, as it stands now, is built upon layers of egoism and self-interest, making it nearly impossible for us to integrate or advance our collective spiritual journey within such a framework. Now, why is our society not ready? This question delves deeper into human nature and spiritual evolution. The Creator, Rav says, obligates us to embrace His leadership as supreme and uphold it through faith. This is challenging, especially in a world that glorifies the self and material achievements over spiritual growth. We are thus left to reconcile our lofty aspirations with a society not yet equipped to accept the higher calling of divine guidance and mutual bestowal. The egoistic nature prevalent today is a thick wall, impermeable to the light of true spirituality. This interplay of spiritual aspiration and societal readiness is a dance as old as human civilization itself. We aspire, we try, we fail, and in those moments of failure, we see the intricate designs of divine intervention. So where does that leave us? It leaves us with a mission, a lifelong goal to continue illuminating these truths, to keep fostering an understanding of bestowal, and a steadfast commitment to our spiritual journey. It's quite a journey, isn't it? We're navigating through the threads of divine providence, societal readiness, and individual aspirations. Every step is laden with wisdom, and every obstacle is a lesson. We might not yet reside in a kibbutz, but we're building a spiritual community that transcends physical spaces. Thank you for joining me today on this deep dive into the writings of the last generation. I hope you found it as enriching as I did. Until next time, let's keep striving for that Dvekut. And remember, the journey may be daunting, but it's the absolute truth that keeps us moving forward. Stay insightful, stay inspired, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Insights. Insights, where spirituality meets practicality. Discover, learn, grow, remember, like, subscribe and share. See you in the next episode.